Imagine if we could snatch energy straight out of thin air. Seems like a far-fetched concept, right? Well, hold on to your hats because we're about to embark on a thrilling journey of how we're turning invisible waves into a viable power source. Here's the scoop. We're living in an era where the air around us is buzzing with untapped energy. It's like that one friend who's always hyped on espresso, just waiting to be utilized. We're talking about radio frequency or RF energy, the invisible hustle of the electromagnetic world. These are the same waves that bump your favorite tunes through the air, keep your Wi-Fi connected, and make your GPS work. But what if we told you that we could convert these waves into something more useful? What if we could harness this energy, which is otherwise just hanging around, and use it to power our devices? Sounds like a plot out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But this is not a movie, it's the reality we're headed towards. The science behind this concept is fascinating. By leveraging principles such as electromagnetic induction, we're able to convert RF energy, which is essentially doing the Harlem Shake in the air, into actual electricity. The goal is simple, yet transformative. We're aiming to power up our gadgets without the need for plugging into the wall or constantly swapping out batteries. This is not just about convenience, though that's a significant part of it. It's also about making the most of the resources available to us, minimizing waste, and moving towards a more sustainable way of living. It's about flipping the script on energy consumption, and the potential is limitless. So there you have it. This is the world we're stepping into, a world where even the air around us is a source of energy. A world where we're not just catching vibes, but also using those vibes to power up our lives. Welcome to the future, fam! Think of RF energy as the invisible hustle of the electromagnetic world. Now you might be wondering, what on earth is RF energy? Well, RF, or radio frequency energy, is a type of electromagnetic radiation. It's the same stuff that heats your dinner in the microwave, but it's also what's carrying your favorite podcast to your Bluetooth speakers, making your GPS point you in the right direction, and letting your smartphone chat with the nearest cell tower. It's quite the social butterfly, isn't it? This energy is zipping around us all the time, a constant, invisible dance of waves bouncing back and forth. And here's the kicker. It's not just for communication. RF energy has potential. Big potential. It's like a buzzing party, and we've just been standing on the sidelines. Imagine if we could tap into that energy, harness it, and use it to power our devices. We're talking about turning those invisible waves into a legit power source. Sounds cool, right? But how would that even work? Well, here's where science comes in. You see, when these radio waves hit a conductor, they cause electrons to move, creating an electric current. This is known as electromagnetic induction. So if we could design a device to capture these waves, we could convert them into electricity. Now, we're not talking about powering your whole house with RF energy. At least not yet. But think about all those small devices in your life. Your smartwatch, your wireless headphones, even your remote controls. These gadgets could be powered by the very waves they use to communicate. But it's not just about convenience. Harnessing RF energy could help us reduce our reliance on traditional power sources like fossil fuels. It's a clean, renewable source of energy that's just there for the taking. So what's holding us back? Well, we'll get to that in a bit, but for now, let's just say that the science is promising, the potential is huge, and it's high time we started tapping that endless party in the air. Here's where the magic happens. Like a skilled magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat, we're about to pull energy out of thin air. And no, it's not a sleight of hand or an optical illusion. Instead, it's a principle as old as the hills, but as fresh as tomorrow's tech: electromagnetic induction. This principle, first discovered by Michael Faraday back in the 19th century, is a cornerstone of our modern world. It's the reason why generators generate, transformers transform, and why your smartphone charges when you lay it on a wireless charging pad. But what's the connection to those invisible radio waves we've been talking about? Well, imagine this. Electromagnetic induction is like a dance. The dancer is an electrical conductor, and the dance floor is a magnetic field. When the conductor moves through the magnetic field, it creates a voltage, and when there's a complete circuit, that voltage turns into a current. Voila, we've got power. Now, let's flip this script and apply it to radio frequency or RF energy. RF waves are electromagnetic waves, which means they have both an electric and a magnetic component. If we can get a conductor to dance in the magnetic field of an RF wave, we can generate a voltage and, ultimately, a current. But how do we coax our conductor into this dance? Enter the world of antennas and circuits. designed to resonate at the same frequency as the RF waves. These antennas capture the RF energy and their circuits convert it into direct current or DC power. And just like that, we've flipped the script on energy. We've taken the invisible, intangible RF waves that fill our world and turned them into a tangible, usable power source. And the best part? This power source is everywhere. It's in the city and the countryside. It's indoors and outdoors. It's even in the middle of the desert or the top of a mountain. The goal? To power up our gadgets without plugging into the wall or swapping batteries. This is the magic of harnessing RF energy, and it's not just a trick, it's the future of power. These ain't your granddaddy's antennas. Indeed, we're talking about something far more advanced and exciting, RF harvesters, or, as they're also known, rectennas. These devices are the true heroes of our story, the energy ninjas of the electromagnetic world, if you will. So what exactly are these RF harvesters? Imagine an antenna with superpowers, capable of not just receiving radio frequency energy, but also transforming it into direct current, DC, power. It's like they're catching invisible vibes from the air and transforming them into something we can use to power our gadgets. Sleek, smooth, and oh so smart. But how do they do it, you ask? Well, it's all about a little thing called electromagnetic induction. Essentially, these devices are designed to capture the RF energy that's dancing around in the air, then convert it into electricity. It's a bit like catching lightning in a bottle, except this lightning is invisible and is chilling all around us all the time. Of course, it's not quite as simple as it sounds. There are several factors that can affect the efficiency of these RF harvesters. One of them is the frequency of the RF signal. The higher the frequency, the more energy can be harvested. Another factor is the proximity to the source of the RF energy. The closer the harvester is to the source, the more energy it can snatch. Then there's the design of the device itself. Just like any piece of tech, the design can make a big difference in how well it works. A well-designed RF harvester can catch more vibes and convert them more efficiently. But remember, it's not just about catching as much energy as possible. It's also about doing it in a way that's sustainable and eco-friendly. That's where the delicate dance comes in. It's about finding the perfect balance between harvesting as much energy as possible and doing it in a way that's good for our planet. It's a delicate dance to get it just right. But with the right tech and the right mindset, we're well on our way to flipping the script on energy consumption. And that, my friends, is something worth dancing about. We're aiming to juice up the little guys. That's right, the little guys like sensors, smartwatches, and even medical gadgets are getting VIP access to this endless energy party. Imagine a world where your smartwatch never dies, where your medical devices don't need to be charged or have their batteries replaced. Sound too good to be true? Well, with RF energy harvesting, this could be our reality. Now, let's expand our imagination a bit. Think about streetlights, billboards, and other public utilities. What if they could be powered by nothing but the RF energy pulled from the air? This isn't just a dream, it's a possibility we're actively working towards. It's a future where we're not just tapping into the endless energy party in the air, but we're using it to power up our world in a sustainable, eco-friendly way. But the potential applications of RF energy harvesting don't stop there. Imagine if we could power remote or hard-to-reach devices where replacing a battery isn't just inconvenient, but practically impossible. RF energy harvesting could be the solution, providing a reliable power source for devices in locations ranging from the depths of the ocean to the vast expanse of space. And let's not forget about the potential for disaster relief. In the aftermath of a natural disaster, power is often one of the first utilities to go, but with RF energy harvesting, we could have a renewable power source that keeps crucial devices running even when the grid goes down. That's the beauty of RF energy harvesting. It's not just about creating a new power source, but about reimagining how we power our world. And the best part, it's all powered by the invisible waves that are already bouncing around us. This isn't just about flipping the script on energy consumption, it's about rewriting it. It's about creating a world where we're not just consuming energy, but harvesting it from the world around us. And the best part? That's less coal and oil we gotta burn, making Mother Nature do the happy dance. We're not quite at Iron Man levels yet. That's where we stand today on the road to harvesting radio frequency energy. Despite the potential, the reality is that we still have a few mountains to climb. But hey, what's progress without a few challenges, right? RF energy harvesting isn't as efficient as we'd like it to be yet. The current technology can only convert a small percentage of available radio waves into usable energy. It's like trying to catch rain with a colander. You get some, but a lot of it just splashes through. And while it's great for low-power devices, powering larger gadgets is still out of reach. But don't let that dampen your spirits. There's a lot of brainpower being invested in this field. Researchers around the globe are working tirelessly to improve the efficiency of RF energy harvesting. They're experimenting with new materials, fine-tuning antenna designs, and optimizing rectifier circuits. It's like watching a chef perfecting their recipe, adding a pinch of this and a dash of that to create a culinary masterpiece. Now add to this the challenge of distance. RF energy is everywhere, but its intensity decreases as you move away from the source. It's like the sound of your favorite song fading as you walk away from the speaker. But our tech wizards are on it, developing ways to harvest energy from weaker signals and at greater distances. And let's not forget about the regulatory hurdles. Yes, the airwaves are free, but they're also regulated. It's a delicate balance between harvesting unused energy and not interfering with active communications. It's like trying to dance without stepping on anyone's toes. It's only a matter of time before they crack the code. And when they do, the possibilities are endless. We're talking about a world where the air around us is buzzing with untapped energy, a world that's cleaner, greener, and powered by the invisible waves bouncing around us. So, sit tight, folks. We're on the brink of an energy revolution, and it's going to be electrifying. This is just the opening act. As we step into the future, the potential impact of radio frequency energy harvesting on our day-to-day lives is immense. This technology isn't just about disrupting how we power our gadgets, it's about rethinking our relationship with energy itself. Imagine a world where the invisible waves that carry our favorite tunes, our most heartfelt conversations, and our deepest secrets also fuel our lives. A world where energy isn't something we deplete, but something we tap into, like tuning into a radio station. This technology has the potential to redefine what it means to be connected. As we become more reliant on technology, our devices become an extension of us. They connect us to the world, to each other, and to ourselves. By powering these devices with the very same energy that connects them, we're closing a loop. We're creating a world where connectivity and power are two sides of the same coin, but it's not just about the cool tech, it's also about the environment. Traditional energy sources like coal and oil have left a heavy footprint on our planet. RF energy harvesting, on the other hand, is like borrowing from Mother Nature's endless supply. It's a much lighter footprint, a dance rather than a trudge. The future is looking bright. As we continue to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible, RF energy harvesting is set to play a starring role. The potential applications are vast, from powering our homes and cars to redefining how we approach infrastructure and city planning. We're standing at the precipice of a new era. An era where we're not just consumers of energy, but participants in its flow. An era where we're not just connected by energy, but powered by it. So buckle up, the future is here, and it's buzzing with possibility. We're not just catching vibes, we're harnessing them. And as we do, we're creating a future where we waste less and rock out more with the energy Mother Nature gives us for free. It's about getting to a place where we waste less and rock out more with what Mother Nature gives us for free. So there you have it. We're standing on the precipice of a new era in energy consumption, where invisible radio waves become our power source. We've explored how RF energy, the electromagnetic hustle that powers our devices, is being captured and converted into electricity. We've delved into the tech behind this trick with super-powered antennas, or rectennas, playing the role of energy ninjas. We've taken a peek into the real-world applications where small devices, streetlights, and billboards could be powered by this harvested energy. While we're not at a point where we can power entire homes with RF energy, the potential is undeniable. The future is bright and promising as researchers continue to fine-tune and improve the efficiency of this technology. So keep your eyes peeled and your mind open. The future of power is looking pretty rad. Dive deeper into the world of RF energy harvesting and join us in this thrilling journey towards a more sustainable future.